Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a video to share with you that was recorded some time ago and just needed to make a little intro for it. But I had the pleasure of having Taylor and Milana back in the studio again. This time we did a video that was all about just chatting, getting ready together. We're doing our makeup and we're talking about a little bit of everything. And of course we have a few cocktails during the session. So it makes for a great chat and I hope you enjoy. If you like the video, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed and sign up for notifications so you're alerted whenever I post a new video.
Oh, today we are doing a chit chat, get ready, get tipsy with us.
Tipsy or drunk, we don't know. We're gonna see where
it takes us.
It's the weekend,
Yeah.
or not.
Exactly.
Right.
So we have some tequila and some rosé.
Shout out
Best
Casamigos.
best of both worlds.
All right,
So
let's-
cheers.
yeah.
Which one are we doing first?
We gotta do the show. We gotta get this on and popping.
You guys should definitely get ready with us. Grab a drink if you're 21
you're
and
old
older.
enough, yes, if you're old enough.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
I don't take shots.
Me
Like
neither.
you
I
guys
don't
saw
think
me
you-
in Mexico.
I'm not into peer pressure, so you don't have to shoot.
Did she do it?
Most of it.
This is so disrespectful. How many people do this?
We'll take it for you.
Alright, I mean, you wanna, we can distribute it evenly. Cheers.
You guys are trouble. Can I borrow some of your primer?
Yeah, what do you want? She has matte, I have not.
No.
Whatever
matte.
type of girl you are.
Thanks.
Yeah, what type of girl are you? Are you a matte girl or are you a dewy girl?
I feel like you're a luminous girl.
I'll go down in anything but the price.
Ooh.
You know what?
Sneaky.
Honestly, I have a primer that we're sold out of because it was so good. Hello.
Duh.
But
Your flags are.
it was a hydrating primer and it had a luminosity to it, kind of similar to the Glow Drops, but very much more subtle.
Nice.
So that's something to look forward to once we get it going again.
Yeah,
But
can you get me
I
some?
do like a little bit of luminosity to my primer because it really helps to give you more of a suppleness when it comes to your foundation.
Yeah.
So even though you're covering it up with your foundation, it still will impart a nice luminescence.
Oh, you mentioned something, Eddie, about everyday girls, and I just feel
Yeah.
like, and the everyday look, and I feel like we just kind of like steered away from that, and like there's not a lot of lines that offer like the everyday look because
Sure.
everything is just so like
Everything is about Instagram and taking a photo.
Instagram
Yes.
and photo, you know, but
and every day it's something different.
but
right?
yeah, but it's not realistic because a lot of people have day jobs and they have an everyday look. So you tell us about some of your like.
Yeah, like what you're gonna do? Go to work looking like a glazed donut with all that
I mean,
flash and stuff?
sometimes I do want to look like a rock star.
Right.
But sometimes I want to look like an everyday girl. And I mean, your line offers that everyday look.
When I first started my career in the makeup industry, I was working with normal, average, everyday women. And that's not a slam, it's just beauty.
Yeah.
True beauty, right? And they weren't shopping for an Instagram look.
Right.
You know, they wanted something that was going to make them look natural and beautiful and feel their best on a day in and day out kind of basis.
Yeah.
To your point, Taylor, it's all about Instagram now. Like, so
Right.
every day it's a different look. It's about creating something new with the free product you're getting or that you've seen others doing.
Yeah.
And you're not really representing yourself. You're kind of just showing off the makeup. And that's okay. And I think that's great for maybe when you're going out.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But on an everyday basis, and I learned this from you, Taylor. One that didn't learn it, but you kind of like validated it for me when you were talking about the glow drops. And you were saying, what did you say about like, I don't want to go out, I don't want to go to work.
Looking
Go
like
ahead.
a unicorn. Like I feel like if you saw half of these girls in person, like they look amazing on Instagram. Like they really look amazing on Instagram. But I feel like if you saw them in real life, I mean, they're gonna look like a light beam, and I don't want to look like that.
Right.
And that is why I always talk about these glow
During the
drops.
day, because
right during
I
the
mean-
day, yeah.
And
So
I'm
just,
not
like going to my regular job, like
Yep.
with a computer, like I don't need to look like
yeah, because then people are like, where did you think you were going?
yeah, like
I don't know,
you're doing way too
artificial
much.
intelligence these days,
Hello.
your computer might fall in love
It's
with you.
true. It's very true.
But
Conspiracy theories.
You're right. And I loved hearing that from you because that's my perspective when I'm developing my own range of cosmetics. I want to give people something that is practical.
Yes.
It
And I
still
love
gives
that.
you something that is on trend, but it's practical. Like anybody can use it any time of the day. And then you can boost up your look with all those other products that you see out there that give you that flash effect. I mean, I will have those things eventually to offer, but I like to kind of establish my brand first with some really cornerstone products that are going to give you just more of a complimentary effect to your true beauty.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about for me. And that's not just a bunch of hype or, you know, like talking out of my...
Milana's good at asking questions because you don't know this about her, but she wanted to be a talk show host.
Oh my
Still
gosh.
does, I'm sure. But now she's stuck
In
with
a way.
Me. Now
You
she's
know,
stuck with me on our YouTube channel.
It was a lot of pressure, and this is what I have to say about the hosting career. And I'm not trying to say that any of these other things are easier, but I feel like there's a somewhat like blueprint to like, okay, you want to act, you get your headshots taken, you audition, that kind of stuff, right? You want to be in music, you record an LP, right? And I filmed a few episodes, and I loved it, but it was a lot on me production-wise. And I read this article by Oprah, and she said, I loved what I did, but would I go back and do it again? No. The pressures of putting on a show 5 days a week
Right.
were too much.
Well, easier
And I
said
feel
after
that.
you have a
Of
cajillion
course. Yeah,
dollars.
of course.
or, you
But
know.
I felt that. It's a lot of pressure to produce an hour-long show 5 days a week.
Yeah, that's good, and people are going to watch.
It's
Yeah.
hard enough to
Right.
create enough content for YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
And like we post 2 videos a week, and that's difficult to constantly be creative and thinking of new things and putting our spin on it. I can't even imagine doing 5 days a week, plus getting people, plus doing all this extra stuff. Like it's crazy.
I could chase my tail. I could look at Instagram and see what and look at what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Do I want to be any of those other guys?
No.
You know, I would love to be as successful, and I will get there by being true to myself.
Yes.
And I really think that that's what it's all about. You know, I often talk about being a rock star, not to plug my palette again, but, you know, rock star
But that
palette's pretty
Rockstar
great.
palette
Live,
available
love,
at
rock,
eddyfunkhauser.com.
right? So being a rock star, when I talk about rock star, it's not the literal rock star, you know, up on a stage, strumming a guitar,
Right.
like belting it out.
Right.
It's really about being true to yourself and putting yourself on the stage of life,
Yes.
vulnerable, but singing your song. So to me, that's
Ooh,
what
I
what
like
being
that.
a rock star
That's
is
nice.
about.
I'm using the Eddie Funkhauser highlight and contour palette. I just used a
Been
little bit
there,
on my
done
nose.
that. Oh, look at. Do you
This-
see the there's instructions?
Woo!
I
Teach the everyday woman how to
Uh-huh.
use this. Oh, right here. Teach the everyday woman.
And this is so cool because you have cream and powder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you
yes.
a cream girl? Are you a powder girl?
You girls are making me blush because this was not supposed to be like
You guys probably
a
can't
promo
see, but
thing.
yeah, he's just
Yeah.
doing all kinds
Under
of
that
things
pound
at
of
once.
makeup, I am blushing. Okay.
You don't know this because you don't wear mascara, and neither do I. But I'm wearing it on my bottom lashes. Look at how cool this is.
I already used it.
You've used this?
I'm using it on my bottom
Wait,
line.
but did you know that it turns?
Did you see the twist?
Yeah.
What do you
It,
mean it turns?
it twists. There's
For
3
what?
different. There's like notches. And
What does it
twists.
mean?
This is called the Quattro Variable Lash Mascara. Infomercial insert
Link
here.
is in the description.
In case you
So-
think you're watching TV at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
When we created, and I say we because my partner Kai and I
Hi.
put this brand together. So we created Eddie Funkhauser based on our years of experience in the cosmetics industry. And one thing we wanted to do when we first created the, I kind of call it like our core assortment. So like the basics, eyeliner, mascara, all that good stuff. So we chose a couple items that we wanted to include in, you know, like we want to enter them in contests, in beauty industry contests. Not so
Wait,
much
that's
to
a thing?
Sorry.
yeah. So, and it wasn't necessarily to, I mean, we wanted to win, of course. Who doesn't want to win when you enter a contest? You know, your intentions are to win.
Right.
But for us, we were entering this contest, and we knew that there were a lot of other big players like L'Oreal, Butterfly Mascara. There was Physicians Formula, who's been around forever. And then there's like Eddie Funkhauser, first year, Quattro Variable Lash Mascara. So we went ahead, we entered the contest, and we walked away with the award for the best packaging design.
Stop it.
And yes, and so we're super proud of it, but this was in our first year. And the way the Quattro Variable Lash Mascara works is there is what we call an effects dial. So you see the dial there with 4
Yes.
different settings.
This is
So
so
watch the
cool.
wand. Do you see the brush twisting?
Yeah, what does this all mean?
So girls do something called, or girls and guys, right? To be completely like all inclusive.
Gender neutral.
So with mascara, we'll use something that has like just a straight brush.
Right.
Unlike myself, a straight brush.
Give
And
them that
what
look.
that does is it just gives you a little bit of a coating that helps to separate the lash and create a longer looking lash. Now, with most mascaras, it's all about the brush. So when I twist that brush all the way to 4, what that does is it gives me fullness, volume, length. It maxes out the lashes so you're ready to go. So
That's so cool.
you get to choose the setting to the volume that you're trying to create or the look you're trying to create. See, Rumi loves it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, that's the whole little shtick
Oh, I
behind the
didn't
Quattro
know that
Variable
it-
Lash Mascara. Yeah.
You didn't tell me. You just handed me your products and not telling me what to do with it.
Girl, you talk so much, you forget
Yeah,
to listen.
exactly. She's late and then she talks the most. Like, I don't understand.
Before your own brand, is there a brand that you liked?
Well,
or
you know,
did you make your own brand because you hate everyone else's?
No, I
'Cause
mean-
that's what I would do. Like, oh, you guys are boring me.
Like, you guys do not live up to my standards.
Don't get
I'm gonna
it.
do it myself.
You're not an everyday girl. Let me figure this out for you, honey.
You're not a rock star.
I loved the creative aspect about makeup, and that's why I went into it. Because when I started learning that you could literally build your own eyeshadow palette, or you know, not just the palette, but the eyeshadow, like each individual shade.
cool.
You can, you know, just the world's your oyster, basically. But when I first started in makeup, I had just moved to New York, and I was waiting tables. I had meant to move to New York to be a dancer, not a pole dancer. Well,
Oh, okay.
anyway,
Not
that's
as
a different discussion.
Not as interesting as I anticipated. I'm just kidding.
No, but I went to school and I learned how to dance. I was a ballet dancer, modern dancer,
Oh, I was
tap,
really not
jazz.
doing
I was definitely
Yeah.
doing that.
And I was really good at ballet, but the structure, after so many years doing it, just was too much for me, and I just wanted to break out from it. So anyway, long story short, ended up injuring myself.
Oof.
Rather than having surgery that would eventually make me not be able to dance anyway, because male dancers do a lot of lifting and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just decided, like, what else is it that I want to do? And makeup was like that next thing in line for me. And I got my kit together. I wanted to, you know, I'm going to be a professional makeup artist. And I started off with what everybody else was using at the time, which was MAC Cosmetics. And MAC they have great makeup. They've always had great makeup. I feel like a little hair there again.
Your eyeshadow looks so great.
Little smoky.
Yeah, you're so good.
Smoldering. So yeah, MAC was one of those ones that I really looked up to. And I still do. The social media world, though, is like changing the landscape of makeup.
For
you know?
sure,
So
yeah.
it's not about the best makeup anymore. It's about the flashiest makeup, and you know, everyone's trying to like outdo each other and all that sort of stuff. So I'm a little confused right now. I'm just gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna make the best makeup
Yeah.
I
I
can
will
make.
say though that like social media has definitely opened my eyes to other makeup brands.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought MAC was like the end all be all, and like
Yeah.
all, because that's what was in the department stores.
Or I
whatever.
gotta get Chanel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the bootleg one. That's the one. That's the one on
That's
Fancy
the
Alley.
bootleg. Chanel.
Street, boo.
Chanel.
Want some Chanel?
But it really has opened my eyes to more makeup brands. Like your
Yeah.
social media presence. I mean, that's where you show all of your makeup. You know,
Yeah.
like you don't have commercials. Most people
Right,
don't these days.
right,
You know,
yep.
you don't have lots of advertisements. So I go to social media to find new makeup brands like yours. And like I really like Dose of Colors. I found them through social media. Same with Morphe.
Yeah.
All of those.
You got a
ones,
Morphe palette.
Yeah.
yeah, we both do. I mean, those are all the ones that I found through social media, and they turn out to be better in some areas than like the brands that you think are like the end all be all. You
Yeah,
know?
just
because
good.
they're not in Sephora doesn't mean that they're not, you
Right.
know, amazing.
Yeah. It's like I'm not even here.
sorry.
Finish your drink, Milana.
My drink is finished.
No, you have the tequila.
Where? I have more tequila?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh!
You guys are dangerous. You girls are dangerous. Okay, I think I kind
I
of caught
finished
up.
my look.
You did, and you did a great job.
Thanks.
So, for my bottom lashes,
You guys are awesome.
which setting would you recommend?
So bottom lash is 1.
Always one.
Yeah, because you don't want to clump your lashes together. You want good separation on your lower lashes.
That's
A little trick. I don't know. Sometimes it might be. Let me grab this real quick.
Okay.
So a little trick. If you don't put a lot of mascara, if you don't put mascara on your lower lashes often, a little trick is to take a paper towel. Paper towel is better than a tissue because a tissue will sometimes leave behind like little pieces of like
The
what do you
fuzz,
call it?
like
the
the
fuzz.
fuzz,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So paper towel won't do that. But if you put the paper towel like really close underneath your lower lashes, go ahead and you can actually put that on my
Are you
lower.
sure you want
yeah,
me to
go
touch you?
for
Are
it.
you sure? Okay.
Because you're
Are
not
you
going to
sure
be
you
able.
want her to touch you?
You're not going to be able to make any mistakes because the paper
Never say
towel-
never. Never. Famous last
No.
words.
I'm tipsy, Eddie. This is not a good
I
idea.
know. I'm telling you, this is drunk
You
proof.
are trusting me so much. Oh my god, you guys, this is awful.
This is a drunk proof tip.
First of all,
So-
eyeballs.
So when I take that away, you actually coated my
Oh,
good
I did
but you didn't
such
get
a good
anything on
job.
my skin.
me
And
see.
you actually didn't even make much mess on the
tooting
paper towel.
tooting my
so-
own horn.
But it's
Oh,
just like as a
nice.
little
Yeah.
safety, you use your paper towel.
I
So-
like this. Okay, hand it.
Okay,
give me.
let me fold it for you.
Give me.
I almost,
And it looks real cute as you're pressing it against your face.
Real sexy.
You know, right?
I almost forgot to highlight my collarbone.
Put it right up, really close to the root of your lash.
There
And
we
just hold it with 2 fingers, and then use the other. And you can sweep down this way. Like if you want to, you can go this way.
Oh really?
Yes.
I'm always scared of that.
No, it's
No?
all right. Nope, no rules, no rules. There are some rules. How do you feel about rules? I feel like rules were meant to be broken. There are some rules that I think are really good to abide by with regards to makeup, but not many.
Yeah, I just do what I want. You know, I just do
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. and you
Rules for
should.
me, the only rule I have is skincare.
Yeah.
Like I feel like good makeup starts with good skincare and just like having like good skincare. Hydrated? Are you moisturized? Are
Yep.
you ready to take on this 3-pound of makeup situation? So that is my only rule. I don't have anything. Which I'm actually about to do now is blend the face to the neck, please.
For people who don't know like what lip product to put on with whatever eyeshadow they might be wearing, there's a common rule that is it's just something that's you can revert to it and it's true every time.
Dark eye, light lip.
Yes, or reverse.
Dark lip, light eye.
Light eye, bright lip.
Yeah.
And that always works. One other, not necessarily rule, but like something that's an easy guide. I get a lot of questions about like, I have green eyes, what eyeshadow should I wear? So it's all about contrast. So wear an eyeshadow that actually clashes with your eye color because it starts to kind of create a picture frame for your eye. So if you have like really deep brown eyes, you'll want to go, not much is going to clash, but you could do like a really bright blue like we did in our last video together. And your eyes were popping. I have to tell you, probably not your go-to color, but you can do that and you can see how your eyes actually like kind of jumped out. You don't want to be matchy with your eye color.
Okay.
Because
Am I
then
too
it's just gonna.
matchy-matchy?
No, you're good
Okay.
because you're light. You have a darker
Yeah.
brown eye.
Okay.
And it actually brings out some of the green, and you actually have some green and gold if you look closely. I would say that your eyes are more hazel than brown.
Yeah, I would say hazel.
Yeah.
This was our chit chat.
Woo.
Get drunk with us. They're drunk. Or he's drunk. She might be tipsy.
You are just.
Are you sober?
She's just
She's
evil,
such a
right?
cheater.
She's
Hey,
just
I
like
drank.
so judgmental.
I
I
know.
drank.
Look at these 2 children. Look at them. Look how easy
I
I got
drank.
them.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
how
wait.
drunk. Look at how drunk I
I'm
got
all
them.
stuck in the middle. So first I'm a drunk alcoholic, then I'm a child. Everything my parents told me for like so many years that I was like,
Thanks,
yeah,
Mom and Dad.
yeah, confirmation. Mom, Dad, you were right. All right.
You guys have had such a great time with Eddie. Honestly, a blast. He
Thank
is
you so much
such
for having us.
a rock star, and he put me
He
in
is so
a
decadent.
dream state.
He is so decadent.
Oh my God.
You
have
inspire me.
highlighted and contoured my life forever. Anyway, you guys, for those of you who are watching on my channel, I want to say thank you so much for watching our banter. I know we probably have been very entertaining. I probably made a little bit of a embarrassment out of myself, but you know what? I don't care because life is
We're
too short.
unbothered.
We're unbothered
2018.
2018.
We're unbothered.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for you,
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and
And subscribe.
And we'll be back with more videos.